Hey friends, today we are talking about a financial reboot. And I'm going to be sharing 7 tips or things to contemplate when considering a financial reboot. I'm also going to be sharing my update on the 52 weeks savings challenge. Hello and welcome or welcome back to Seb Talks Money. This is a place where we talk all things money and share tools, tips, and strategies that lead to financial freedom. All right, so again, we're going to be talking about financial reboot, and I'm going to be sharing some things to contemplate when considering that. Now, the first thing I want to tell you before I go into those 7 items, the first thing to consider as we do a financial reboot is this is a no shame zone. No beating up yourself over past financial mistakes. That is not allowed. Okay, this is a place of grace and lessons learned. If we learn lessons that didn't serve, then we're going to figure out how to leave them behind, or we're going to figure out how to tweak them and make them better. Or we're going to, if there are lessons that we learned that were good, they served us, then we're going to magnify those and we're going to move forward with them. So again, this is a place of no shame. And as we consider our financial reboot, I want you to keep that in the back of your mind. And listen, friends, you don't have to do all of these things that I'm going to be mentioning, okay? You can choose one to start with. You can choose with 2 of them, put them together to start. These are just things, again, to contemplate because it gets us in the mindset of what can I do to make my financial picture better. All right, so number 1 that I want you to consider is, let me get up there. Number 1 is look back before moving forward. What that means is we're going to look back at the things that we've done. Whether we're going to look back a year, we're going to look back a month, we're going to look back a quarter, whatever time period, we're going to look back and we're going to see what did I do that did not serve me? And what can I do that I can learn from and build on to make my financial picture a better one. So again, that's what we're doing with a financial reboot. It simply means we're going to put a stake in the ground and we are going to figure out how we can best move forward to get a better financial picture. Now, number 2 is your basic financial picture. What do you consider? We're not talking about investments here. We're not talking about anything major. We're just talking about your basic financial picture. What can I do to make sure that my expenses are under control? What can I do to handle my income? Maybe you need to increase your income. You need to cut your expenses. Things to consider when I go grocery shopping. Can I maybe make a menu before I go grocery shopping? Can I contact my friends or family members and say, hey, I want to go and do a warehouse club, but I don't want to spend $45, $50. So can we come together as a group of 5 or 6? Come together as that group. And as we come together, we are going to, what we're going to do is we are going to maybe buy bulk and then we're going to split it among us. So these are some things that you consider as you think about your financial reboot. It's being creative. It's not anything major. It's being creative with what you have to make it serve you and make it last and you can do better with it, what you already have. And if you need to do something different, that's fine. But you want to make sure you look back before going forward. What did you do? Examine those things. What can I build on? What can I leave behind? And then, of course, number 2, look at your basic financial picture. Number 3, what would I do if I had no job? Many of us were in college and when we were on the campus, we figured out a way to make the money work, okay? We figured out a way to make that money do what it do. So why can't we do that now? Because in our minds, we have the big job now, and so we feel we need to live a certain way. Now, you can live how you want to live, but what are your overall financial goals? What do you want to achieve? Now you're 40, now you're 50, now you're 60. What is it that you want to achieve? Do you want to continue in your 20s, in your 30s, in your 40s, in your 50s to be stressed about your debt or about money, to be stressed all the time? Or do you want to just make a concerted effort and say for the next month or so, I am going to do what I need to do to changes so that my financial picture can be improved. That's what this is all about, the financial reboot. We are saying for a period of time, I'm going to put some constraints in place. I'm going to make some sacrifices for a period of time so I can live the life I want to live when I get in my 60s, my 40s, my 50s, my 70s, whatever it is. You're able to do that. So what would I do if I had no job? How would I live if I had no job? Would I change the way I do business? Would I change the way I grocery shop? Would I change the way I go to the clothing store? Why do I need a dress every Friday? Why do I need a dress every time I get paid? Why do I really need that? What is the emotional driver behind me needing that? Those are the things that we want to explore so we can make a good financial decision. And again, this is not going to be something you are going to be stressing about all the time. You're going to get it together for that time. And then in the future, you can cruise, okay? All right. Before I move on to number 4, I just want to share with you, if you have not subscribed, liked, commented on this channel, please do so for me. Please like that little thumbs up button. If you click that for me, that's going to tell YouTube that somebody's engaging with the content, and YouTube will push it out to other people, because it's not about the numbers for me. It's about getting more people to learn about the channel and learn the information that I'm sharing. And if you find the information helpful, could you do me a huge favor and push that out and tell somebody else about it? Again, so hit that thumbs up to like the video. Comment about 5 minutes after the live is over. YouTube will release it and you can comment and subscribe. If you're seeing a red on that subscribe button, that means you're not subscribed. So please subscribe to the channel and help me to have YouTube push it out to more people. All right, so we're going to go on to number 4. I've shared this before on this channel, money dates. We want to make dates with our money. We want to make the money conversation normalized. We want to normalize that. I see on Facebook people share all the time, hey, have you seen this new series? Have you seen this new movie? This movie's coming out. Oh, this TV show. We talk about it. We wax poetic about these movie shows. We wax poetic about the actors and actresses and what they're doing and all of that. So why can't we talk about money that way? Come on, folks. We can talk about money like that. We could normalize the money conversation. So let's do that. Let's normalize the money conversation. If we have dates with our money, what that's doing is I'm gathering my girlfriends and I'm saying, listen, girls, one day a month, we're going to sit. We can't gather right now. We're going to do a Zoom and we're going to all meet up and we're going to work on our budget. We're going to work on whatever it is that we need to work on for that 1 month. We're going to share tips. We're going to share things that we're doing to save money. We're going to share things that we're doing to cut expenses. We're going to share tips. That's an awesome thing to do as your girlfriends. So now you're building each other up, okay? Number 5, unhandled finances. How does that make you feel when you have unhandled finances? When you don't know who you owe, what the interest rates are, how does that make you feel? If that makes you feel yucky, if that makes you feel stressed, then let's get that together. Let us have a way to track your finances. Write it down on a piece of paper. How much do I owe? Who do I owe? What's the interest rate? Maybe we can arrange it so we can pay off using the snowball method, where we arrange the smallest amount to the biggest amount, and then we're going to pay that small amount. And when we pay that off, we're going to take that money and roll it into the next one, and the next, and the next. And so we pay it down that way. Or we can say, let's use the avalanche method. So what we're going to do is we're going to order the debt, and we're going to put the one with the highest interest rate first, and then the next highest interest rate. So maybe 10%, 9%, 8%, 7%. We're going to do that. We're going to order it that way. And then we start paying off the one with the highest interest rate, and then we go to the next one. So if this is your thing right now and your finances are not being handled and you feel stressed because of it, that's some things to consider. Number 6 is a financial fast. I would implore you to consider a financial fast as a way to reboot your finances. I also would suggest to you this book. It's called The 21-Day Financial Fast. Again, that's a 21-day financial fast, and it is by Michelle Singletary. She's a Washington Post correspondent, financial correspondent. I would get that book, and it gives you tips in there on ways you can do a financial fast. Now, what the financial fast is, pretty much like the regular fast, is you're going to make a concerted effort and you're going to say, these things I'm going to fast from. I have a goal. There's this credit card that I want to pay off in 2 months. So here's my goal. I'm going to fast from these things this month and next month. And the money that I save, I'm going to use it to pay down this debt. However you want to arrange it. But it's a financial fast, meaning that you are going to not spend on certain things, certain areas. You're going to limit yourself on how much you spend on certain things, and you're going to take that savings and you're going to put it towards your debt to pay that off. Or you could be putting it towards savings, you could be putting it towards investment. Whatever you do, you are taking that money and you are setting it aside to do some goal, to reach some goal. Okay, so that's what the financial fast. And then, of course, the last step, number 7, is to talk to a financial coach. What that does is create awareness. It creates accountability. I'm right here. I'm ready to work with you to be your accountability partner, to create awareness for your finances. My job as a financial coach is not to tell you what to do. My job as a financial coach is not to give you the blueprint, is not to give you the answer, so to speak. My job as a financial coach is to guide you through the different possibilities. Based on your financial picture, I'm going to give you different roadmaps. I'm going to make suggestions of what I think you need to do to reach a certain goal that you say you want to achieve. And then once you make your decision, my job is to guide you along the path to reaching your goal. My goal as a financial coach is not to tell you what to do. It is, you're going to make the decision and I'm going to support you on your journey to financial freedom. So I hope those 7 tips really help you to consider how you can reboot your finances. How can you make a turn in your financial picture? What can you do? What are the things that you can consider to now make a change in your financial picture? Because we see what happened with COVID. We saw what happened with the government layoff maybe 2 years or 3 years before that. People were unprepared. And it's not because we didn't have the money. It's not because we didn't have the tools, but we got so caught up in the flourishing that was happening, for lack of a better term. We got so caught up in that we just never thought about these kinds of things happening. So I want us to not be caught unawares anymore. I want us to be prepared to be able to do what we need to do to advance our financial picture. And before I go, the other thing I want to share is that on Sunday, I am going to have attorney Judy Sang on, and we're going to be talking about biggest financial mistakes, not from a way to berate anybody or anything, but we're going to be talking about that as a way to say buyer beware, to say, let us make sure you don't get into make these financial mistakes, or if you do, how can we help you recover from those financial mistakes? And the last thing I want to do is I want to show you my again, this is the last Friday of the month, and one of the things we do is we talk about my journey on this 52-week savings challenge. So let me quickly log back into my account. As I log into my account, I can tell you that I did not make a lot of progress, and I'll share with you why. I am going to be starting another academic coaching job, and I expect that the savings bucket for the book is going to be, I'm going to be able to complete that in the month of July. So I want to show you real quick where I am. And of course, I had 2 financial goals. All right, so the first one I had was the 52-week savings challenge. And right now I'm at 153 on that one. Capital One allows me to create, I think, up to 25 savings buckets. So this one, instead of me keeping the cash on hand, I have decided to put it in different savings accounts. So the 153 is for the 52-week savings challenge. And then I also have, right now, for the book publishing, I am up to 1,100, and I am going to share the spreadsheet shortly. Again, I'm up to 1,100 in the book challenge. And so let me share the spreadsheet real quick. And here's a 52-week savings challenge. Let's make sure it's showing up on the screen. And we are in week 52. And because we're in not week 52, we're in week 17. At week 17, I am now at 153, which is what I just showed you. So I'm going to block that in. I am up to $153 in this challenge. So I'm going to mark that off. I've saved 153 in the 52-week savings challenge. And then for this one, I only added $30, so I'm going to add that in. And that is the 1,100. No, 1100. There you go. So that's what I showed you on the phone, the 1,100 that I'm saved on this one. And overall, okay, let's make sure that's right. That's not right. 153. Oh, there you go. That should be a negative. And so overall, I've saved 1,253 in this challenge. And again, this is not my overall savings. This is just for this challenge that I'm saving, doing extra things to save. So I actually ended up getting an additional $30 here, an additional $48 here. So additional $78 that I added to this challenge this month. So with that said, let me stop sharing and let me check the comments if there are any comments. And I will go ahead and close out. Hi, Brick Girls Go Stateside. Thank you so much for showing up and supporting the channel. I really, really appreciate it. If you guys have not followed, please go follow Brick Girls Go Stateside. They're a mother and daughter team, and they are talking really fun things about the life now. I mean, they are British and they're not living in the US, and so they're sharing their perspective on both sides of the pond. So thank you so much, and I will see you guys again. Don't forget, on Sunday I am going to have attorney Judy Sang here, and we're going to be talking about biggest financial mistakes. And again, it's not from the perspective of beating anybody up. It's going to be things that we can avoid, and how, if we've made those mistakes, what can we do to recover. Thank you so much, and have a wonderful afternoon, and I will see you on Sunday at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Time.